What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another very exciting episode right here on the MI Gardener channel. Today we're going to be doing a harvest video. We're out in the garden and I've got my garden helper with me, and so that's usually a recipe for a really great day in the garden. Now for context, it is blazing hot. It's just blistering hot today. It's about 95 degrees. I already sweated through my one shirt just out here watering the garden, so I had to go put on my moisture wicking shirt and some basketball shorts because, well, I didn't want to show the sweat ring that was forming, but it is hot out today. So we need to get these carrots harvested because one thing about carrots is that once you go past about 90 degrees, carrots start to go to seed very quickly. And so because I don't want these carrots to go to seed, we got to get them out of the ground because it's going to be just about any day now that they start forming flower stalks. And that's because carrots, they're a biennial and they're supposed to flower the second year. However, if they go through a temperature shock really fast, that temperature shock can actually cause them to flower. And so I'm starting to see a couple show signs of flowering, and so we've got to get these things pulled out. They've been in the ground for about 60 days, 65 days or so since planting, so it's right around their maturity time. And a lot of people will leave their carrots in the ground up until the first frost. Now you can do that if you're in an area that does not get really hot weather, but here in Michigan we don't quite have that luxury. But what we do have the luxury of is a nice long growing season. And so once we harvest these, we're going to wait until the hot weather dies down. And right around like mid to late August, we're going to plant a fall harvest of carrots. And so in Michigan, we can actually get two harvests, which is great. We can get a spring harvest and a fall harvest. Now we did plant these high density, actually, you know what? You helped me, didn't you? You helped me seed these. So yeah, so this will be a nice little fun moment to see how we did, because when you bring a child into the garden, sometimes things don't happen exactly like how you'd plan, but they do look really great though. So, all right, what do you say? You want to harvest?
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready to harvest, honey?
Yeah. Are you gonna help me, Dad?
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna show you exactly how to harvest, and then once you know how to do it, you'll be able to harvest all of them.
Okay.
So here, hold on, here's what you do, okay? Take the whole plant and pull. Oh, good. See, you didn't even need any help. You're a natural.
Is this yummy
Good job.
or what?
That looks yummy or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's put them over here.
Yeah, let's make a pile in this bed right here. We can just stack them up. We can stack them up right there. Yep, good job. There's actually a little trick. If the carrots are having a hard time coming out, what I found is that sometimes you can push them in. You push them in and then pull them out. Check that out. Look at nice. Now the varieties we planted a Danvers half-long, which is kind of a shorter, stubbier carrot. We also planted a giant Imperator carrot. Oop, 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 oop. Knock the soil off first, honey. There you go. Oh, that's a nice one. Look at that carrot. That's really beautiful.
And this one.
Very nice, honey. Yep, make sure the carrots are all going the same direction. And so we planted a giant Imperator, which is a longer carrot, more slender. A Danvers half-long, which is more of a stumpy carrot. Then I believe we planted some rainbow mix. But again, because our little one planted the seeds, I'm not quite sure what all we have here. But we'll see. It's looking good so far. Looking really good so far. Oh, pull that one out. Wow, that's a beautiful one. High five. High five. Good job. Really good high five, too.
That was like a firework.
That was like a firework. Check that out, huh? That is beautiful. So one of the things about carrots is that spacing is very important. If they're crowded out, the carrots pretty much will, well, they'll look like this. Really small and really crowded out. But if you give them enough spacing, I prefer about 1 to 1.5 inch spacing between each plant. You get really great carrots. I mean, this is definitely a fantastic carrot. Nice and straight, as you can see, no bends. A lot of, very few of these root fibers. And how we can actually reduce the amount of root fibers that are on our carrots is by making sure that we deeply water. If you water very frequently but you surface water, you're going to end up with a lot of these wiry, fibrous roots on the edges of the carrot, on the sides of the carrot. But if you deeply water, it actually encourages the roots of the carrot to move down through the soil and not out. And so we deeply water when we do water. We also make sure that the soil we plant them in is very loose and very well draining. So, little tip for you.
There. Yeah. Oh,
So yeah, because there's quite a few small ones in here.
If you pick this one, you can just put it back in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you can't quite put it back in the soil. That's not quite how that works, honey. But good idea, though.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I think it's just fascinating how a kid's mind works. So if you didn't catch that, Geneva actually said that the little ones could be put back in the soil. And she took a carrot and stuck it back in the hole that it came out of. Now that's absolutely incredible. And I absolutely, I get so proud being able to foster that type of environment where she uses her reasoning. She uses your mind, exactly. And it just is, it's so nice to see that development working where she's using her mind saying, well, if the carrot isn't big enough, I'm going to put it back and let it grow. And that type of education you can really only learn hands-on. So obviously, you can't put a carrot back where it came from, but it's really nice to see that thought process that she's realizing things, she's learning, and that's the whole point of my garden. So I love it. I love it. All right, let's go pick some more carrots.
Go around here.
Yeah, go around the back. Let's go around the back and see what we got.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness. You want to show them that?
Yeah.
Nice job. This is the biggest carrot of the day. Check it out. Look at that, huh? That is a beautiful, beautiful carrot. Really beautiful. Nice, perfectly shaped roots, and just a gorgeous, this is definitely an imperator. Nice, long, slender taproot. Absolutely beautiful. Nice job. Check that out. Look at that. 2 for 2. You're on a roll, kiddo. You're on a roll.
And teamwork.
Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, let's see some more. Nice job. Good job. All right, let's see what else is in here. I think some of these could go a little bit longer, honey. Beautiful. Nice job.
Oh my.
I think we should let the rest of these kind of go and just see what happens. Okay?
I think I'm gonna find another one, Daddy.
I think we should just go. I think we should let these go so we can let them get a little bigger, okay?
Well, I think I'm going.
And that is exactly what happens when you don't thin. So these were all in one cluster here, and as you can see, a bunch of smallies. These never would have sized up, unfortunately. So there we go. Absolutely beautiful carrot haul. I could not be happier. Now this also served as a really good learning experience for Geneva because as we were picking them, we realized that a lot were undersized, and that was due in part to not spacing them out enough. And so we had a good learning experience where we talked about spacing and how when we put seeds down, we have to be very, we have to be very intentional with where we put the seeds. And so we talked about that. We had a good learning experience. And what we decided to do is we decided to leave all the small carrots in the soil. You can actually see what a big carrot is because the stem is quite a lot larger on the larger carrots. And so you can kind of weed through and find the big stems that equal a larger carrot. We pulled all those out and we left all of the smaller ones. And the smaller ones we are hoping are going to get larger. Now if some do go to seed because of the hot weather, well, that's totally fine. But we just left them in the ground to see what happens. And it was another good lesson learned for Geneva to just show, kind of show her what happens once we pull the bigger carrots. That leaves more space for the smaller carrots to grow. And so it was just a wonderful all-around learning experience. Had a great time out here with her, and that is the heart of a garden. For me, I want it to be a place that fosters development and excitement and that childlike nature where she can come out and learn about what food is and connect with it. And that really is at the heart of what M.I. Gardener was founded on, is just getting people connected to real food, getting them to find that joy, find that excitement. And it's just so nice to be able to raise a kid in a garden. So the fact that we didn't get the biggest carrots in the world does not matter one bit to me. But we did get some beautiful ones, absolutely beautiful, beautiful carrots. They're nice, nice, straight, sweet, tender carrots. And so we're gonna put these in our dinner. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. Take this opportunity to plant a garden with your kid and realize that, or kids, and realize that children make mistakes, and that's just part of their development. That's part of their learning experience. And while this is food for our family, I also know that it's very important for them to know where their food comes from. And so, yeah, really good, really fun experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new. As always, if you did enjoy, make sure to throw a like up there. Subscribe if you're not yet already, and we'll catch you all on the next episode. Grow big or go home, everyone. Bye.